Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. In last class, we discussed about some important point of an algorithm, flowchart, and we know the meaning, advantage, disadvantage, characteristics of an algorithm, and also we know the meaning of the flowchart here, and we know how many types of the flowchart are there. We know that the program flowchart and the system flowchart. Now in this class we are going to discuss some other important point, that is from problem solving technique, and the concept is the symbols used in flowchart. So what are the symbols going to use in the flowchart, or what's the use of this symbol? So here totally 8 symbols are there. Okay, the totally 8 symbols are there. So maybe depend on the program we are going to use any one symbol here, because this symbol we need to use every program going to start, every program we need to input the value, but some program not going to take any decision here, correct no here, or maybe some program not going to use any predefined process. So we can say depend on the program we can use the symbols here. So the concept or the side point, symbols used in flowcharts. So the first symbol name is the terminal. Clear this point here? The symbol name is the terminal. Now this is the symbol of the terminal here. So what's the use of the terminal? So it is used to indicate to start or end of the program. So here we can say that maybe when you are going to start any program, or if any program going to start, then sure such program going to end. Correct no? So we can say in any program we need to use this symbol. The symbol is the terminal, and this symbol is used to indicate the start of the program as well as to the end of the program here. And after the terminal, the second symbol of the flowchart is called as the input and the output. Clear this point here? So this is the symbol of the input and the output. So why we using the input symbol and the output symbol? Maybe if any program going to start, but if you are not using any input value into the program, then we can't do any calculation by using the we can't do any calculation in the program here. So we can say that such a input and output symbol is used to input the data into the program as well as to display the result, to display the output of the program. So clear this point here? ಈ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಾಟಾ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಡಾಟಾವನ್ನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ದಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ as a result. So just only to display all those answer we are using the symbol, that is the output symbol. Clear this point here? That means no any confusion, both the input and output symbol are the same symbol here. Now later next one is about our third symbol. Now this symbol is called as the process. Clear this point here? This symbol is called as the process. The name of this symbol is the process. So this symbol is used just only from the calculation. Maybe in case you want to make the calculation, one calculation, sum is equal to a plus b. Clear this point? Or maybe in case you want to make the average calculation, average is equal to sum by 2. It is also the calculation. Or maybe we can say as the factorial calculation. What's the calculation? Fact is equal to fact into I. So simple manner we can say this process symbol is using to perform the calculation. Clear this point here? To perform the calculation Yeah, and later after the process symbol, next symbol is the preparation, and preparation symbol is also called as the looping symbol. Clear this point? Now what's the meaning of the looping? We know that which symbol going to use. So this is the symbol we need to use just only to represent the looping condition. So what's the meaning of the looping? The looping means here every time the value going to make the increment. When the value going to make in increment, such one is called as the looping. And till that means the ability of the programming language to repeat the statement one after the another till the condition becomes satisfied. So maybe I am using the one condition, that is I value less than is equal to n. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಈ ಸಿಂಬಲಿನ ಹೆಸರು preparation and also called as the looping symbol, and specially going to use to represent the looping statement. The meaning of the looping here we can say that means it's going to make the increment one after the another here until the condition becomes satisfied. Till that we are going to check the looping statement. So I value, maybe the I value is the 1 and n value is the 5. That means till there we are going to make the calculation. Clear this point? So this symbol is going to use. Okay, we know that totally terminal symbol, input and output symbol here, and also the process symbol, and the fourth symbol name is the preparation and also called as the looping symbol here. Now let's about the fifth symbol. The name of the fifth symbol is called as the decision. Clear this one? The decision, that means this symbol is specially used to represent the conditional statement. Maybe I want to take some of the decision, I want to take some of the condition here. So the one condition is just I am going to check whether A value less than B. So it is one kind of the decision, just only I am going to check. Okay, I am going to take one of the condition and checking whether the A value is greater than B here, or maybe A value is less than B. Okay, kya? Maybe in case you want to check A value greater than, that means we need to change the symbol to the greater. So this is called as the A value greater than B. So we can say that this symbol is called as the decision, and this symbol is used to represent the conditional statement. Okay, kya? Conditional statement. And later next one is about our connector. So why we using the connector symbol? So this symbol is used to indicate an entry from or an exit to another part of the program flowchart. Nan yen helidene, maybe little bit confusion, correct? No, I said an entry from or an exit to another part of the program flowchart. Maybe if your flowchart is very big, clear this one, we can't complete just by using one page. One page alli ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು flowchart complete ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Maybe it's a normal or very small flowchart, then okay, we can complete just by using the one page of the note here. But maybe the flowchart is very lengthy, that means we can't, it's not possible to complete such flowchart just by using the one page. So we are going to make the connection, that is from first page to the another page, next page, by using the symbol like our connector symbol. Clear this one? Maybe this is the end of the page here, end of the page I am going to use the connection, and later maybe it's a next page, that means also I am going to use the connector. That means we connected one page to the next page. Clear this point here? The first page to the next page. So this is the meaning of the symbol. The symbol name is the connector here, and after that the next symbol, the seventh symbol name is the flow of direction. Okay, kya? The direction of data flow. Maybe sometime the data not going to flow from top to the bottom. Sometime depend on the decision, we need to flow the data maybe right side to the left side. Clear this point here? So here we can say that the flow direction means the direction of the data flow. Maybe sometime data going to flow to the top to the bottom, maybe the data going to flow the here, maybe down to the up here, or maybe from the left side, or maybe from the right side, any side the data going to flow here, we don't know, it depends on the program here. So the direction of the data flow here. And lastly we can say that our predefined process. This symbol is going to, that means this symbol specially going to use in our function program. One program is there, the name of the program is the function only. Okay kya? Here we are not going to celebrate any function, it is the program name kya? So the program, so in function we are using such symbol and specially going to use this symbol while going to call and called the program, because here two type of programs are there. One is the calling program and second one is the called program. Clear this point? So in this program we need to use one symbol. The symbol is the predefined process symbol. So this is called as the predefined process symbol. So here we can say that this symbol is used to represent the function or group of the operation. The group of the operations are calling and the called. Okay, calling, called, the calling and the called here. The calling function called the function here, and the called function by taking arguments from the calling function, performing the calculation and sending back result to the calling. Now you don't want about the meaning of the calling and call, but just only simple way I said the meaning of the calling and the call. Now just we are going to I want to tell in this class about our predefined process till there only. Clear this point here? Calling and call. Let's see in next coming chapter here. Now we know that some of the symbols are there. That is terminal, input and output symbol, process symbol, preparation, that is called as the looping symbol, decision to take some of the decisional statement, conditional statement, connector going to connect from one page to the another page, flow of direction, sometimes the data going to flow in any direction, or maybe predefined process used to represent the function or a group of operations. Okay, now let's the one simple example for our flow chart. So the question is the draw a flow chart to find the sum and average of two numbers. Now already algorithm complete ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಸಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿಥಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಾ ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿಥಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫ್ಲೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಲೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ we need to use some of the symbols depend on the step of the algorithm. So question clear to everyone? Know what's the question? Question is the we are going to complete the flow chart and the question is the find out the sum and average of, we are going to finding the sum and average of two numbers. So the first one is the start. I am using terminal symbol. Terminal symbol is using to start or end of the program. So start as well as in end step I used the terminal symbol. Clear this point here? Okay, we know that why, because this step 1 we are going to start in algorithm. Step 2, input A and B just to make the calculation of the sum of any two numbers. First of all we need to input data into the numbers here. So the second thing is the input A and B. Clear this point here? So this is I am writing inside, I am writing the algorithm. So depend on the algorithm I completed the flow chart. Correct no here? Or maybe depend on the flow chart we can complete the algorithm. But first of all we need to complete the algorithm, then go for the flow chart and finally for the computing programming language. Okay. Now we completed till here. Now just I want to make the calculation how to get the sum of two numbers. So the sum, that is sum value is equal to A plus B. Clear this point here? How to get the sum of two numbers? That is sum is equal to A plus B. That means the arrow shows such value going to add into the variable sum. Clear this point here? Such A and B value, if you are going to take the A value as the 10 as well as the B is equal to 10. Now the both 10 plus 10 value is equal to 20 here. Now such value will get in the variable. The variable name is the sum variable. Now in our sum total value is that is 20. Clear this point? Okay. Now after the calculation of sum later was I am going to make the calculation of the average. So how to get the average here? Two numbers are there. We know that such average we will get it just by using the ಸಮ್ ಬೈ 2 ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ ಯಾವ ನಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು 2ರಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 2 ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದರ್ ಇಫ್ 3 ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 3 ಇಫ್ 4 ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿವೈಡ್ by 4 here. So depend on the number of the variables we can divide the value here to get the average here. So clear this point. So just to get the average, so I want the average means here I am using the calculation that is sum by 2. Okay, the 2 means a and b value, it going to join it going to add in this case here. So sum by 2, and we know that we already got the value for the sum as well as the average value here. Now lastly I want to show the output of sum and the average. Clear this one, the output of sum and average here, sum and average. And lastly after getting the average of sum and average here, then lastly I need to stop the flow chart or stop the algorithm. Clear this one. So now this is the stopping of the algorithm. So clear this point here. Why? Because here we already completed how to complete, we know that how to complete the algorithm as well as the flow chart. So clear to everyone. First symbol called as the terminal, second to input data into the variables, third one just to make the calculation of the sum variable, and after getting the value in sum just we are going to make the calculation of the average. We know that such calculation going to occur sum by 2 will get the average answer here, and lastly just we need to show all those results on monitor. So output sum as well as the average, and after getting the sum and average answer lastly we need to stop the algorithm or the flow chart. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.